Good evening, everyone. Welcome to... Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Buckland Brewer Parish Council meeting. It's the 8th of April 2026. Apologies for absence.
I think everyone's here.
Declarations of interest? Yes, George?
9 and 10. If 9 says it's up in the Buckland field, not doing
9 and 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
10?
9 is also in front of maintenance, special fits and playground. I presume that it's all up there and down there.
Bit of both.
Yeah, so I'll declare an interest.
On the one from up
Up there.
Yeah, no problem. Cheers, George. Anybody else? Yes.
Thornhill Headmore, my father-in-law's a Granger's rights.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you, Kath, for Thornhill Headmore. Yeah. Anybody else? Lovely. Can we just agree the agenda between Part A and Part B? Can I have a proposal? Propose Phil. Secondly, sorry, Sally. All those in favour? Thank you. Full house.
Can I just ask a question?
Yes, sorry.
Declaration of interest. I'm not nitpicking or whatever, but to deal with Buckland Brewer playing field, your partner is on the Buckland Brewer playing field committee, or am I wrong?
My partner is.
Your wife, sorry.
Yeah.
So then you want to declare interest?
No, I've not got a
You
pecuniary.
made me declare interest on.
Well, I haven't got a pecuniary. Yeah, I know. I haven't got what a pecuniary. I have got no pecuniary advantage.
You've got a wife. I'm just interested on your decision. That's all.
Well, no, but you're the owner of the field, though, aren't you?
I'm not going declaring interest is fine.
Yeah.
No problem at all with that.
Otherwise, Councillor Can will need to. Councillor Ainsworth will need to. Councillor Donegan's wife is the treasurer.
As long as everybody knows
Yeah.
what you're all involved with. That's what declaring interest is all about.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Thank you.
Jane? No, it's not public participation at the moment. No. I'm not going wrong. I've got the clerk who's just given me the nod.
Because the law was changed to include spouses and partners.
But I haven't got a pecuniary advantage in this.
No.
Thank you.
Well, I'm sorry. If you declare an interest, it doesn't have to be pecuniary.
I don't have to declare an interest if my
I
partner
have
is.
declared an interest on stuff before.
Well, I'll declare an interest. There we go. Do you want to declare an interest?
Okay.
Do you want to declare an interest? And can you declare an interest, please?
Thank you.
Thank you. But we haven't got a pecuniary advantage.
No,
So,
that's irrelevant. That's an irrelevant.
Is it you or anybody else as well declaring a personal interest?
Councillor
Yes?
Donegan, Councillor Can, his wife is the treasurer. Councillor Ainsworth is the vice chair of the BBPFA, and
Okay.
Councillor Can is the
So,
Councillor Can is the committee.
Councillor Can is on the committee. So I've got Hen.
Not a lot left, really.
Phil.
Yeah. Okay, can we confirm?
Yeah.
Can we confirm?
As long as everybody knows what's on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. To confirm the minutes of the full council held on the 11th of March, has everybody read them? They were through quite quickly. Anybody? Everybody happy? Can I have a proposer, please? We've got the minutes.
Yes, they're here ready for you.
Thank you. Can I have a seconder? All those in favour? Those against? Abstaining?
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Oh, I see. Okay, fine.
So who seconded it? Sorry, was it you? Okay, lovely. Thank you. Councillor Rousel is here. She
I think.
is.
County Councillor? Councillor Rousel? Oh, you're there. Sorry, I'm looking straight at you. Aren't I? Sorry. Have you got? Would you like to talk to the council? Oh, that's brilliant.
9.
Can we see?
Oh, 10.
If you go and stand next to Councillor Can, that would be fine. That's probably best for you.
things to mention just briefly. There have been some concerns I've found from locals that have expressed I look into something to do with South West Water, because it's been mentioned that there are some subcontractors working alongside South West Water that are transporting untreated sewage straight to landfill to land sites, for direct ground injection. Now, I haven't heard anything that tells me that that is what's happening here. It's just a rumour, but people have asked me to have a look in that. Apparently there have been reports of strong ammonia smells and other associated things, making people feel unwell. It's not something I'm familiar with. I know what it means, but I don't quite know how to go about the investigation yet. So I'm chatting to people in the chambers that have probably done this sort of thing before, and we're going to see if we can find out whether that is just a rumour or whether there's any substance to it. And if there is, obviously we'll see what we can do to get something sorted out. So that's the first thing. Police Commissioner, Police and Crime Commissioner, I went to a meeting with Alison Hernandez. She's told us a lot about what they're doing, how they're trying to increase visibility of the police, how they're trying to get things sorted out in a much better way. But the thing that she did mention most of all, and I'm not sure why she mentioned it this particular time, but it's to do with recruitment. And she said what they're basing I've just come.
Recruitment.
I've just come from doing another meeting. My mouth's really dry. And she's basing the recruitment simply on equality, diversity and inclusion. And I thought, that's a bit narrow-minded. Maybe we should be looking at police that can actually do the job as well as have those things. So we did mention that. I don't know how she felt about it, but we let that be known. She advised us that there's going to be another launch of speed trap operations going on in the area, principally starting in Bude, Holsworthy, Exeter, Ilfracombe, Biddeford and Barnstaple, and of course, as we know, they're going to be working their way across the county, so we should all see them at some time soon. Joys of it all. We've had a little bit of antisocial behaviour in Holsworthy. I don't know if you're getting anything here like that, but we're getting a particular group of people in cars, vehicles, doing, is it donuts? I think that's what they call it. Riding round the memorial area and, oh, goodness knows what, sometimes gone 10 o'clock at night. Klaxon type horns going off, so we're watching that, and we have said to the police, can they sort of give us ideas on what we need to do with that without upsetting too many people, and they're looking into giving us advice on that. And of course, coming back to the last ones, and I do it every time, potholes, and I'm sure you'll be ecstatic, but I feel rather proud actually, I have to say. We've been trying to do a lot of work on getting it done. Now we know that DCC have had another 30 million, which in the scheme of things is not an awful lot when you put it across the county or across our area, but they are trying to get more potholes done. I specifically asked them to come round to Buckland Brewer, and the director, or deputy director rather, suddenly realised he had a meeting within the hour and couldn't make it. So I was very, very unhappy with that, because I'd already said to him this is one of the areas we need to go to when I made the arrangements. So I was very unhappy that he wouldn't actually approach that area and have a look, particularly as I know how bad it is. But what I did do, I jumped on a couple of the gangs that are doing the work in the roads. They probably thought I was completely off my trolley. But I said to them, before you go, I need to ask you a question. And I managed to get a hold of the guy that was in charge on this particular gang. And I said to him, I want an explanation as to why you will go into a series of potholes, and you'll do one there, and one over there, and ignore everything else. Doesn't make sense to me. I'd like to know why you do. And I wasn't expecting his answer, but his answer was, we don't know either, because it makes no sense to us. Now he's asked me obviously not to mention which gang he worked for and what his name is, and I appreciate that. But he said what they would like is one area allocated for however spot all these potholes, no matter how many there are, and fill them, and then move on to another area. He said that also gives them stability because they are up in Ilfracombe, down in the lower part of Devon, over with us, over with you, and they don't know where they stand, so this would give them some form of continuity. So I said, have you ever mentioned it? And he said, not really, because he said all we're given is it's like a little tablet that they get, and that's all loaded with the information they've got. He said we are only allowed to touch potholes that have a paint line round them. That's not to encourage you all to go around with paint lines, but it might work, you never know. And to fill those, and even if you've got a whole line, if they've not got this paint line, then they don't get done. He said it's a crazy situation, it doesn't do anything, and we need something done. So I championed that one, and I said I'm going to go back to them and ask them why they're not doing it that way, and why is it that M Group that employ them insist on that, because it doesn't seem viable to me, and I can't understand how they say that it's worth the money, because you're getting no result from it. Mm.
It has to be so deep and so big.
That's right, that's what they say.
And it doesn't exist as a pot unless it reaches that size.
Yeah. Well, this is what I said. They did say to me it's a safety issue when you're looking at the size of the potholes, the depth and so on. And I said, with the greatest respect, I was walking the dog the other night without my light on my head, and got a pretty sight, but off I go. And I said, I actually twisted my ankle in one of those potholes, so as far as I'm concerned, it's a safety issue. And if you've got an older person or somebody a bit more infirm, it can happen very easily. So I said, you know, you can carry on as you like, but at the end of the day, we either start saying to you, you've got to give us some form of compensation for this if we've hurt ourselves, or you've got to deal with the problem. And I was told, if the pothole hasn't been reported, then if anyone hits it or falls down it, they can't fix it. I won't tell you what I said, but it wasn't polite. And having done my law degree, and I'm not an amazing lawyer or anything like that, but I do know that there's no substance in what he said there. So if they're using that as a reason not to pay out, then I think that's something else that needs addressing. So that is my next port of call. Find out why they do it the way they're doing, and why they're not addressing these problems.
Can I?
Yeah. No problem, yeah.
I didn't quite catch the first bit of your, I thought you were talking about human waste and slurry.
Yeah.
I'm transporting slurry, natural produced effluent from dairy cows, putting up what you're legally entitled to do. I don't know if you're referring to me, you probably are. We're legally entitled this time of year, when it's dry, to put it on our land, which saves us buying man-made fibres, man-made phosphate, man-made potash, save that, and we spread it on the land, and we ploughed it in within 48 hours.
Yeah.
Now, are you referring to me, or are you referring to a human slurry from whatever?
Though they were saying it's human slurry, and as far as they are aware, now as I say, this is...
Sorry, so you're not referring to tractors and tankers carrying cattle slurry?
Oh, absolutely not. No,
That's
absolutely
fine.
not.
Thank you.
No, they're saying it's human, and like I say, this is at this point only a rumour,
Yeah.
but at the
Yeah,
end of that,
I don't deal with
as far
humans.
as they're aware, it's not been treated.
Thank you.
So
I misunderstood you. I apologise.
No, that's all right. That might be me. I've
Put the record straight.
I got my mouth dry. I couldn't get my words out.
I know what you mean.
Has anybody got...
Sally.
Dave? Oh, and Sally.
The potholes, I think it's got to most of the roads really have got past potholes. It's the whole road is collapsing. We're on the edges, and they just need to be
Redone. Yeah,
completed.
I agree. I went to Hatherley because I've been going right now. Like I say, I don't drive. I grab my daughter and off we go. I think she thinks that's what weekend escapades are now. You know, you go to a pothole. And I was looking at the ones we have in our area, which tend to be a bit of asphalt thrown in. Do that to it and walk off, and pretty soon it starts to break up and disintegrate. And we went over to Hatherley to have a look at theirs, who had a slightly different neighbourhood highway officer. And it's perfect to me. They don't just do this little patching. They take out a nice big area And so I've taken photographs of that as well, because I'd like to know, I'd like them to clarify why ours is done in such a shoddy way. Because I do believe it's done really on a shoestring, and I'm not quite sure how they justify that. So that's something else I'm going to be looking at.
Sorry.
Couple of things. The human slurry, what area is it? What?
We've had reports of it from Holsworthy itself,
Okay.
right down to Oakhampton, where
Okay.
people have reported these sorts of things. And like I say, there's no credibility to it yet as such. Although I do, believe these people are telling me what they believe to be true, but we will have to look into that to make sure before we make any kind of stand on it, because I'd hate to go rushing in Angel Street to Fitch and make a complete fool of myself there. But of course, if it needs doing, then that's what I'll do.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I've got another question as well. So with the potholes, the council used to come round and clear all the ditches.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch
The
that.
council used to come round and clear all the ditches
Oh,
around
yes.
the village, because a lot of single track roads, a lot of ditches, they don't seem to do that anymore. And a lot of our pothole issues around more rural is where the water is running across the road instead of following the ditches.
Oh,
They used to. I mean, there was one up at not Equity, at Heel, West Heel, and the water was running across the road into the ditch, and then running out of the ditch and along the road because the ditch wasn't cleared, which the river was back, the stream was back that way. So it was totally pointless because the ditches aren't being cleared. So that's what a lot of been, even the ones down the bottom of Orley Hill and that, are all because the water's running across the road
Yeah.
or coming up through because the ditches aren't being
That's
cleared.
right, you're quite right. And when I spoke to them about that, they said, well, the onus is on the landowner.
There never
And I
used to
said,
be.
what
They,
happens?
wow,
Sorry?
never used to
No,
be. You always used to do it.
No, it never
But
used to be all right.
quite often it's from the hedges, from the hedge edge to the road where there's soil is councils.
Yeah.
Well, I said to them, what do you do if it doesn't get done? I suppose the landowner just ignores it. Well, we might have to go out and do it ourselves. Okay, well, how often do you do that? And what do you do afterwards? And he said, well, we would have to charge the landowner, but of course if we can't find out who the landowner is, then we can't. So it's all a sequence of not really owning up to anything and not really explaining and just palming it off, whether that's to the landowner or whether that's to someone else. I mean, we've had potholes, we're told, don't hit them. That's another one, so it's just palming it off onto everybody else, but then doing it yourselves. And that is what's making me angry, because you cannot keep on palming everything off to the villagers or the farmer or everything else. They need to take responsibility at some point and sort it before it becomes, like you were saying, beyond the point of actually dealing with it.
I think we got the rule and army.
Kath?
I've seen some roads that have been done, and I think, why did they haven't done that very long ago, and they've done a whole great big strip, and from like Powers Piece to Bramley, and from Powers Piece to Still Cross, and I'm like, that's a lovely road. Why are they doing that again? And then, so where's the money? Where's the logic in that?
That we're still trying to sort out with them, because we found we have the same problem in Exeter with the rest of our team that's down that way. Again, there's parts of Hathaway, like I say, that they've done that with when it's already been done, maybe last year. And again, they come out with a reason, well, that's an A road, so that has to be up to date. And you might have a C-class road, and we don't look at that other than every 5 years. I says, okay, what do you do then? If it's not up to scratch, you look at it, what do you say? And he said, well, if I don't think it's at the point where it needs doing, because it's not a safety issue, i.e. not 250p gets in plate, we don't do it. So I said, well, effectively then what you're saying is, it's not an emergency, it's never an emergency, and it's always going to be the same, because if you don't take responsibility once every 5 years, that road will never ever get resurfaced. What happens? And we were told, and we were actually in the cabinet meeting, and we all stopped to grab a coffee, and one of the ladies in there, I won't tell you who it is because she's quite high up, she actually was heard to say, well, the thing is, most of these roads will only be farmers' roads anyway, won't they? And another one said, yeah, well, they are only farmers, aren't they? And at that point I was steaming, and I couldn't say what I wanted to say, because I probably would have embarrassed myself and probably have got kicked out. But that is the attitude they've got. They seem to we all have, why do we need to have to keep begging them to do something and forcing us into paying for repairs that we wouldn't need to do? That's where it's wrong.
Thank you. George?
Yeah, going back to your human sewage slurry or whatever it was, quite a few years ago, South West Water have got plants that dry it, and then I always offered it, but I wouldn't take it because of what it is, and you never know what you've got ingredients on it. Human slurry just spread on the land, and they do it for free and all the rest of it. It was quite an incentive, and the P levels is fairly high, and the phosphate levels is fairly high, whatever. So, I mean, I didn't touch the stuff, but they are doing that, turn it into fertilizer for growing crops. Now, they may be still doing it or stopped it, but I thought, just in case you didn't know that, I'd just let you know, that's all.
Yes, thank you for that.
Anybody else got a question for Councillor Rousel while she's here? Oh, go on.
What's your opinion on 20 mile an hour?
Of what sort?
What's your opinion on 20 mile an hour speed limits?
Are you saying it's sort of just within the village, or do you want it further afield? Or?
Well, it isn't, because we bought like anything to get 20 mile an hour. But that's limit here in the village itself.
And looking at your village, I would say that it's quite necessary in many, many areas, because it's a very small, a narrow area, isn't it? It's not easy, and I think anyone ploughing down like they do in Holsworthy, where I am, they see a straight piece of road, even if it's narrow and the foot goes to the floor and you think, oh, someone's going to be in a hedge soon. So, to my mind, it's all dependent on type areas, but particularly here, I would say that's a good idea. And certainly, if you've got schools, anything like that, then I think we've got to be careful and err on the side of caution. I'm sure there are other reasons why people say it's not a good idea, and my daughter's often said when she's driving that if she has to go too slow, her car judders. And she said that can be annoying. She said, it does wind me up. So I said, yeah, I know you, but you sometimes have to take that to be safe. And to be honest, I think in an area like yours, it is so windy, isn't it? And it is so narrow. So I don't think many people could get more than 20 miles an hour, in all honesty, without being unsafe.
They do.
Or in the village, I quite agree with you, but not on the open roads where you're going to get, if you're going to work on 20 mile an hour, you never get there.
Well, that's right.
You know,
That's
so
right.
You've got to be sensible where it goes. I mean, yeah, anyway, but the speed limit's down, and we do that.
And that's why you need to apply.
But through the villages, it's fine.
Yeah. Highways have said that most of the roads are a standard national level, and they won't always do that for 20 miles an hour. But I do think there are, like yourselves here, that would benefit from it. So it's kind of depending on what sort of area you've got. I think it varies with the way they treat it.
Thank you. Anybody else? Oh, go on then, Clive.
Thank you. Good evening. Having just heard the latter end, and apologies for coming in late, I have just witnessed in the last 2 hours something in Bideford that's the total opposite of what you've been describing as the dump and dash method of pothole repairs. Going into Bideford from the Abbotsham end, you go past the industrial bits and you come to Moreton Park Road. From the 26th of March to the 1st of May, they are carrying out complete resurfacing of this particular road. What's there doesn't look bad, but I could not possibly think it's costing less than £100,000 to do this work. And it's totally the other end of the scale. It really is. I'd love to know how much that is actually costing, because there's far more important works, as far as I'm concerned, in the country. And it's not just farmers. And by the way, they do pay road tax and everything else in their business. They deserve to have better roads, because most of them are quite dangerous because of the potholes. Not just to cars, but pedestrians, horses, cyclists. you name it. It's a disgrace. Thank you.
I can't agree. And there is sometimes that disparity between the two, and it depends on which game you play as to what they're supposed to be. As to what they're supposed to be doing in what area. So if you're lucky and you get a game that's done it for a long time and they can do that sort of thing, they'll do a good job. And sometimes you get games that just don't, or games that are tied in with what they're told to do by highways. So some people's hands are tied and it's just the luck of the draw quite often with it. But I do believe it should be done the same all the way over. I do think the job should be done properly, and that's what I think we need to jump on and get them to sort out. But thank you for telling me about that.
Thank you. Oh, I think you can sit down again now. Yeah, there's some water here. If somebody's got a spare glass. Oh, are you going to bequeath yours, Kath?
No, silly, it's fine. Sorry.
I'll hang about then. She's asked me if you've taken it. Thank you. Thank you, Councillor Razzle. Thank you. Public participation. Right, Keith, you can stay there. Just stay there.
Stay there, Keith.
As long as you use
Hold that near your mouth.
your wand.
I know it's gone out to tender for the new equipment in the two fields, but it hasn't been, to my knowledge, published what you're actually tendering for.
That's being discussed in the Part 2 meeting tonight.
It's not been actually published.
No.
Thank you.
Will it?
Do we know how much?
Oh, it is on Find a Tender, if you want to go and have a look on there.
Okay. Do we know how much money the 106 is?
67,000.
Does that include the 56,000 that Alison Holmes have pledged?
Well, yeah, it's from Alison Holmes.
Well, I thought the 106 was what they had to do because of the building. And on the notice board around there, they pledged to give 56,000 to sports and open areas. And I wouldn't have thought that was included in the 106.
Well, that's what's been allocated.
I think that is something, a point that Keith has raised that should be looked into, because Alison Holmes had a notice board outside when they would have the show homes up here saying we have given £54,000 to local, what was it? They're giving it to recreation or something.
I think it was £56,000 and £200,000 for education.
Wasn't it for school?
Yeah, 200,000 to education.
I thought it was looked into by the previous.
14,000, I think it was for infrastructure.
Yeah.
But do you think that's included in the 106?
I think it was brought up last year sometime, or the year before even now, and I thought the previous clerk looked into it and got nowhere, but we could always look into it again.
Well, I know that when they had a 106 at Langtree, when they built a dozen houses there, the builder had to either give money, but in the end, he actually built a sports pavilion with the money. And that's a lot more than that sort of money, what you're talking about.
Yeah, no.
And that's what they had to do because they built that many houses.
Yeah.
So I think it's worth looking into.
It is worth looking into. I know it was brought up definitely a couple of years ago.
And now I'm going back to an old thing, the signage.
That's coming up.
I know it is, but during the last couple of weeks, we've had 2 grocery deliveries to our door.
I know.
We've had a big box delivered and then the driver's gone and just left it. And my next door neighbour has had 2 or 3 fast food deliveries at 10 o'clock at night. And he also had somebody trying to deliver a sofa at 6:30 in the morning. Now,
he's doing quite well, isn't he?
I mean, obviously they'd arranged it with the person that was receiving it to have it that time in the morning.
Yeah.
But you know, but nothing's being done.
Clerk will give an update.
Also, if you go round to Cross Park, you can't see where Cross Park starts or anything because
I know.
the name Cross Park is actually round past the first house. And I just think it all ought to be looked into.
I've asked one of your neighbours if they wouldn't mind the sign going actually into their garden, and they don't mind that. And once the signs are sorted, the clerk will give an update, I'm sure, where we're at. That it is on the agenda tonight.
Thank you.
That's right. Thank you, Keith. Anybody else? At the back. Oh, this is buzzing like mad. Buzzing.
It's all right now.
No, it's not. Yeah, that's better, isn't it?
Still humming a bit. But
Humming a bit, but not too bad. Thank you.
turn it off.
On that, I'm trying out a new hearing aid tonight, and I'm just putting it, I have to put it on the T coil, and I'm picking up so much interference.
Yeah, no, I think we are without hearing aids, to be fair. So we've turned it down a little bit now. I think it's a little bit better now. So
Okay.
carry on.
As the name of venues got brought up last month, could the council consider calling this venue by its correct name too? On the nameplate as we come in, it's got the Methodist Church. Last year, the parish council called it the Methodist Church, the Methodist Chapel, even Methodist. And I think it's about time we called it the Methodist Church. The last meeting, if we look at the paperwork, you were summoned to the Methodist Chapel, you paid the account to the Methodist Church, and you met in the Methodist Hall. I just find it disbelief, really. Years ago, we would have had a real good ticking off.
What
And
was that, Dave?
I said, I get confused myself sometimes.
Is that it? Have you finished? Okay. Anybody else? Okay, lovely. Thank you. Clerk's report, please. Keep that fuzzy thing over there.
Put it on when we want it.
Yeah, please. I think it's that one that's actually buzzing.
Ready? Chair, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. I spoke to, I should have said it just now. I spoke to Councillor Pelling this afternoon about something else entirely, but he's gone to hospital. That's why he's not here. Okay.
Don't worry. Yeah.
Sorry. Thank you.
Thanks,
I should have done that. Sorry.
Yeah, don't. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready for you.
All right. Okay.
We're all sat here with bated breath.
Okay. Well, I have circulated the bank reconciliation and the bank statements to everybody. So that will need a resolution to. Sorry.
Microphones. Thank
Sorry.
you.
I also sent you a summary of the receipts and payments, and the payments list has just got 2 items on it for approving. I just mentioned under my clerk's report that I have been chasing for Cellnex for a response, and had an email back again today from our solicitor saying that she's still chasing them.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't know if anyone's got any queries on the accounts.
No, can I have a proposer? I expect everyone's read it. Can we have a proposer for the accounts, please? Kate. Seconder? Sally. All those in favour? That's the house.
Everybody?
Yeah, I've signed it for you as well.
Oh, thank you very much.
That's right.
Good.
Can I just ask on Cellnex, so that means if they're not responding to us, if one had another interested party, one could get on and deal with that?
Part 2.
Sorry?
Part 2.
Do apologise, okay.
Right.
Just, public
Yeah, no,
like to
that's
know.
fine. That's fine, George,
Yeah,
but yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we're finished. Item 9, to consider a policy on funding maintenance and inspections of fitness and play equipment.
I will retire.
You don't need to retire, George. You can stay there. You're fine. You can
I'd like
retire if you want to retire, but you can stay there if you'd
I'd
like.
like to go to sleep really, but
Oh, that's fine. That's fine by me. I'm happy. Is everybody happy for George to stay?
Yeah.
Good. There you go. Who wants to kick this off?
I've got a couple of things
Yeah, great.
I'd like to add. So,
Yeah.
so we're on the one parish council revision of play equipment legal position. Is that the one
Yeah.
we're talking about?
Number 9. Yeah.
Yeah. So on point number 3, which is right at the bottom of the first page, it says written consent from the long-term leaseholder. Can we add in and the landowner?
I will retire.
As it's a fixed thing, isn't it? It's something, yeah. So it would be, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Landowner.
It's only a couple of words. I can pass this over to you.
No,
Hold on.
I've got
I'm
it here.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
got it here. But it's actually not. It's not essential that it's both.
I would like it to be both. I mean, it's up to the full council's decision in the end, but I think it would clarify things if it was both.
So,
So everybody's in the same picture,
Yeah.
so,
isn't it?
so it's the consent of the...
Long-term leaseholder and the landowner.
Well, so the problem here is, according to the lease, the landlord doesn't need to give consent.
I don't think that's correct.
So this is an ongoing, we're getting into a sticky
is
spot
correct.
now, so
I've got,
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to defer this.
defer that.
Thank you.
I've got a letter from the solicitor saying that's
We'll
not
discuss that
correct.
in part 2 because we've
That's
also
fine.
got one as well.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine, but
All
I
right.
would like it to be clarified, whatever we decide.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to defer number 9.
Okay.
Number 10. Is George still outside? Yeah, no, he can't come in yet. To agree memorandum of understanding between the Parish Council and BBPFA in relation to purchase and installation of play equipment. Kate, have you got something to say about that, I'm sure?
Yeah, I have, sorry.
Yeah.
Just the bit where it says maintenance and inspections, that anyone doing inspections should have a current certificate. I haven't got a problem with anyone on the council doing the inspections, but we just, as councillors, we need to make sure that anyone doing an inspection has got the correct certificates, and one of us needs to have seen it.
It's covered in there. It says both the Parish Council and BBPFA have inspectors qualified to complete weekly and fortnightly inspections, and the Parish Council holds the
And
certification.
you've also got the email that confirms that the training has been done by
Yes, and it's
Councillor
actually, it's actually better training because it was done on site. So it was specific to the
Yeah, I
sites.
just think one of us needs to have, and you know, if it's Jane as the clerk, one of
Jane's
us
seen it.
needs to, but it needs to say it in here, doesn't it? Because this is a legal document. It needs to say one of us has checked the certificates.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
I want clarity. That's,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not
So,
being, but I am being picky.
So the Parish Council holds the certification
And has been seen by...
And it has been seen by a
Clerk.
member of the parish council or
Or
the clerk.
I'll take the clerk because the clerk
Has been
will,
confirmed.
could be,
I'm
yeah.
happy with that.
Yeah,
Clarified by
confirmed
clerk.
by the clerk.
Or would you like take a picture, a photo, or have a printout of it and then put it in a file or something?
No, it's fine. It comes in
As
on
long as it's been
email and it's been
seen.
seen,
Alright, as
so
long
it's
as
fine.
been seen, that's
Yeah.
fine. Fair enough.
Okay. Is that it? Okay.
And then I've got number 6, financial arrangements. The council may pay contractors directly or reimburse the association upon receipt of valid invoices. I would like that to be if it's agreed at a parish council meeting, just so that we're all really clear, because we're all jointly responsible.
That's fair enough.
And I think
so
it's unfair for the owners
council
to be
will
on one
vote,
person.
maybe?
So the council may pay contractors directly or reimburse upon receipt of valid invoices after agreement at a council meeting.
Thank you.
All right, is everyone... Oh, sorry, Kate, I didn't realise you were on to another one. Carry on.
Sorry, last one. Going back to 4.3, the association remains responsible for day-to-day monitoring public liability in insurance equipment. Is that the playing field association? Right. So who on the playing field association is responsible? A member or the chair or maintenance or Lou?
The second, it's you,
So
isn't it?
Can we be
Yeah.
I just wanted to
Yeah,
be a bit more
so,
specific.
yeah, if you put the secretary
Okay.
of the BPPFO.
Thank you.
Is that it?
I'm happy now.
Right, so everybody's obviously taken on... Hang on, no. No, I just... No, hang on, I haven't finished yet. So everyone's just taken on board what Kate has just had added, all right? Yeah? Okay, I'm happy. Yeah, carry on.
Right, number 4, maintenance inspection. Refer to weekly, fortnightly inspection. The 2 people that were trained up to do the inspections were trained up to carry out monthly inspections.
I think monthly are fine.
I think
Yeah,
that is
so,
now.
but
Can we
they were
change that to
trained-
monthly?
Yes,
They're
okay.
trained up to a high degree. They're trained up to do operational
Yeah.
inspections, not just walking around seeing if there's a bit of broken
Yeah.
glass. And the other thing is, I don't really want to be going down there every week
No.
if I can help
Good
it.
fitness.
So if that could be changed to monthly.
Yeah, that's fine. Anybody else? Okay. Right, we can vote on this one. Can I have a proposer?
I'll propose it now. Now you've changed it up for me.
It's been changed in your favour, yeah.
Yes.
Proposer, I'll second it. All those in favour? Yep, full house.
Yeah, I can't.
Oh, yes, we know.
Apart from George.
Yeah.
This one.
All right.
Yeah.
To receive an update on the request for signage on Northwood Lane and other areas.
Well,
I've got to declare an interest again.
No, you haven't on
No.
this. It's signed.
Thank you.
I've been chasing it again. The person I contacted originally was to do with the estates management at Torridge. She kindly forwarded this information to somebody else, and I've had no response. So I've chased both of them up and said, look, you know, can you try and advise me what's happening? And they're both on holiday till the end of the week. So again, I'll let everybody know as soon as I get a response. I'll update you, okay?
Is that for all the signs or just Northwood Lane?
If
no,
we-
no, I gave them
The list.
a list, yeah.
If we get an update in the next week, we'll put something out there so that we know before the next meeting. So
Yeah.
you sort of know that it is going over, yeah. All right.
It's going on a long time, isn't it?
I know. I couldn't
It has.
believe when I looked at the dates that I'd contacted them.
Right,
It's all been asked before as well.
over to you, George. Consider an update on additional salt bins.
I rang Devon County Council because they were the last people I rang year before about salt bins. I ring them for salt and all the rest of it. And they said, no, you've got to contact your MP. So I contacted our MP and put her in the
joking.
picture.
MP? You had to contact the MP for salt
I had to
bins.
contact the MP. Sorry, not the MP, County Councillor, I do apologise.
That's our county councillor there.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, I can't, about the salt bin. I contacted you about the salt bin down at the bottom of the village for a new salt bin. Yeah, I did. I was wondering how far have you got with it?
Well, I've sent it off the request and asked them if that's okay, or they agree with all that. I'm just really waiting for a response, so I'll let you know as soon as I hear.
Yeah, that was a month ago I sent it to you, so...
Fine,
that's fine, I'm just saying. So, like I say, that was a month ago, so hopefully we'll get a salt bin, hopefully, 2 years' time.
Winter 2028.
Exactly, you got it.
All right, that's fine.
So
All
that's
right.
how far it's got, okay?
That's lovely. Thanks, George. Thanks for that. 13, to consider service and possible purchase of a new laptop. I asked Jane to put this on. Every time Jane connects to it, it crashes. It's 5 years old. It's clogged up with God knows how many 10,000 files. Jane's been trying to sort it, but every time she connects to the internet, it disconnects her or chucks her out or does whatever.
The main thing it does is if that was the laptop there, when I've got it open, everything disappears and I have to wiggle the lid about and it comes back eventually.
What type of laptop is it, the current one?
Is this
I
Windows
think
one,
it's
is
a Dell.
it? I don't know. I looked at it. Yes, George.
We purchased a new laptop, which you said the other one it's got, whatever. But
No.
have you had an expert...
No, this is the
Death
laptop.
laptop, right. Have you had an expert clear its memory? I've done that to mine.
Well, Jane's quite happy for that to be done.
Yeah, what
but
I'm saying is, listen, if you need a laptop, I've got no problem with it. But if you clear the memory, you got the cost of doing that, I know. They never knew lease of life. But as laptops, they seem to jump years. Every 6 months you buy one. So, but I'm just saying, if you get some expert in...
I didn't think it was that old.
It's
Oh, did I?
4 years old.
It's not 5, but it's 4,
Well,
is it?
4 going. It's in its 5th year, Kath.
Yeah, last car.
It was the last council that got it, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
2022.
I know
4
you're going to
years.
upgrade, whatever.
It's in its 5th
How much
year.
is it, anyway?
What do you... Oh, go on. Sorry, Sam.
Well,
Microphone.
I use a company...
Microphone. Hang on.
I was just going to say, it sounds like, to me, from what James explained, there's a loose wire in the lid, which, taking that apart could cost quite a lot in labour, etc., couldn't it? But I would just like to suggest that maybe we look at a professional refurbished computer rather than buying a new one, because you get much better speeds, much better quality and everything else than just buying a cheaper
What,
one.
you're talking about a better spec?
A better spec, but a refurbed one, a reconditioned one, and that's what my advice would be.
Jane, what do you want to say?
Well, I use a local company for computing equipment and everything. They do very often have very good laptops available that are refurbished, and they depending on the price, come with a 3 months warranty or a year's warranty. So,
yes, George.
In your position as clerk to 8 or 9 parishes, have you got 8 or 9 laptops then?
Yes.
I don't do
And
it.
it's 6.
I don't do 8 or 9.
6.
Do
Sorry?
I don't do as many as 8 or 9.
Well,
Slightly less.
I'm
But
asking,
yeah,
Yes.
but no,
Very
I have a
We're
laptop
purple.
for each.
you have a separate
yes,
laptop for
yeah.
each, so you don't use double up on
Oh
one
no,
laptop?
no, no.
Thank you.
Absolutely
Not
not.
with 10,000 files on ours. Do you want to look at a refurbished one? And I think, Sally, you've got a point. You can get some better spec,
Yeah.
can't you? And then come back to us with whatever you've got, or shall we say a price?
Do you want to say a price?
Yeah.
That's probably
Could you
easiest.
do both? Get a quote for a new one and then a refurbished one, just to give a comparison? Can you do that? At least it gives us an idea.
Yes. Yeah.
Who would you be getting your quotes? Who do you talk to about refurbished one? Refurbished
Well,
or
there's
new ones?
there's these computer shops you can go to for.
You go into a shop,
Mm.
or you got a whiz kid just down the road, man. You could ask.
Yeah.
Hector Mills.
Yeah.
No, he's good. Never mind all that.
He did
He's
all
brilliant.
that. Well, can anybody? Because I don't. I have a tablet.
I know that Jay's, I think he said about 250 for a refurbed one.
That's cheap.
Yeah, but I think if we can give Jane a rough price, because otherwise she's got to wait another month.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Can we give her like, this is the maximum we're going to spend?
All right,
you
somebody
go and
come up
find
with a
it.
figure, please, because if I come up with a figure, it's all going to be wrong.
I've got no idea what you're talking, I mean, what is it, is there a
400?
computer
400.
whiz kid around here telling you what price it is?
400.
And not
Well, a new good one would be about
400 for a refurb.
for refurb,
Yeah.
but a brand new good one would be probably 8
About
to
6
9.
to 800,
So
yeah.
maybe it should be someplace in the middle of that. Say
Would you like
600?
to propose a?
£600.
Oh, okay.
That's a lot
Is
of
that
money.
Well, if Jane gets it for cheaper, then we're in, aren't we?
I'm sure I can.
It is the thing that she has to use to work on,
So
and
how-
I'd like it.
Do they rent them? You know, like, you can hire
We
things.
can't rent.
I don't know if you
Well,
can
what
do
about
that. I don't know if
GDPR?
that was out there. Pardon?
GDPR?
Yes, I know, but then it would be cleared once you...
Well, we wouldn't, would you?
She's going back to the days with the
Radio
Radio rentals at this
I don't know
rate.
if there is a thing where that you can do things like that.
No.
I've not
No.
heard
You
of
can-
that.
We seem to buy a lot of computers, all I can tell you.
Yeah.
Or the parishioners seem to buy a lot of computers.
Well, they don't. The
They
last
do.
time was in 2022.
Well, that was only, well, never mind. You're
Can I
spending parishioners' money.
Can I suggest a bit of middle ground? I think Jim's suggestion is sensible,
Yeah,
but
I
we all
do.
kind of went bit
No.
maybe £500
Mm.
maximum, and if Jane can look at what you can get for that for a refurbished
Yeah.
one and
Do you
what
wanna-
is
Do
available.
you want to propose that?
Well, I'll propose £500.
Second.
All those in favour? Thank you.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Reluctantly.
Well, it's the tools for Jane's job, isn't it? Okay.
I've always buy enough of them.
I will endeavour to get the best value I can.
Yeah, I know, Jane, just... 14, discuss communication WhatsApp group. I asked for this to go on there.
She'll explain.
Oh, sorry.
The majority of people have gone on to the online banking now. I trained a few of you up. And Jane would need to tell people, rather than going into the email system and maybe waiting for a day or two for somebody to actually notice they've got an email, that if we have a WhatsApp group...
And me, Dave. I
Yeah, I
don't
know.
every day.
Yeah. So I rest my case. So if we have a WhatsApp group, and that will include members who haven't wanted to be banked trained, then we have a WhatsApp group that's set up so that Jane can A, tell us when the banking needs authorising and set up, and B, if there's an urgent email that's come through that needs people to look at as soon as possible. It will only be used for that. It isn't for chit-chat about what you're having for your lunch
Or what time lunch is.
or what time lunch is. That's it. It's not for that. It is merely, I need somebody to authorise
Council
in the bank.
messages.
Yeah, I need somebody to authorise the banking, and the person says, I'll do it. That's it.
Sounds
All
good.
right?
Can I ask?
Yeah.
I would be more happy, and I understood it was supposed to be, anything to do with spending money has to be gone through monthly, and a monthly account is what it is. I don't understand why you have to suddenly want permission between months on a WhatsApp group, which is open to every scam on the world, that to
It's not.
sanction,
It's encrypted.
I'm sorry, to
Is it-
sanction spending money. It should come to the
WhatsApp
parish
is
council meeting
Firstly,
once a
WhatsApp's
month.
encrypted.
It's
And
supposed to be.
secondly, we're not giving our
Well,
bank
if you-
details out
if-
on WhatsApp.
I can tell you, people in scammers in Vietnam and Cambodia are making so much money that they're driving around in luxury, and they're doing the Western world, and that was in the news and the Telegraph
I
and
apologise.
the Mail the other day. So I'm telling you, people that have more brains than what I got,
Yeah.
but I don't understand why
So I'm going to...
every payment
Okay.
should be sanctioned and agreed at a monthly meeting, not in the middle of between
Yeah,
either.
Can I just explain that the WhatsApp does not have our bank details on there. Nobody can scam WhatsApp. It's encrypted, and I do know about these things because I have dealt with cybercrime. so
Yes,
I do
so a
know
lot of
about
other
these
people do.
things. It was my profession, and you cannot go into an encrypted WhatsApp.
Text messages.
I don't
you
agree.
Can, but not.
But it's all...
WhatsApp, you cannot.
Secure.
It's
agree.
encrypted, and I can see everybody in the audience nodding, so they obviously know. But the bank details are not put on there, and also things do have to be paid, like Jane's wages has to be paid on the 25th of the month, not before.
Yes, well,
Not
that can be altered. Everything should be sanctioned at the parish council meeting
It
once
is
a month.
sanctioned. Do you want to speak, Jane?
Yes, so this is, having sanctioned the payments have to be made, we pay them online, and I set up most of the payments, I don't
Except for your
set up my
wages.
salary, two other signatories set that up. It's just really, it's just to use as a reminder, the WhatsApp, to say there's a payment waiting on the bank for somebody to approve. Can you go in and do it, somebody? It won't have any information that
So there'll
anybody
be
could
nothing
use.
paid that has not been sanctioned at the parish council meeting 3 or 4 days before or a week before the next one. There will nothing be paid outside the parish council members.
No, they sanction everything.
Everything will be sanctioned before it's paid on a WhatsApp group, yes?
Oh, yes.
Everything.
Of course it is.
It's two of us sanctioning it on the bank. That's using that.
Yeah, it might be two of you,
card.
but the amount of money it's got to be sanctioned at the monthly
Yeah, it
meeting
is.
by all.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm just clarifying the whole situation. You're spending parishioners' money.
Yeah. And Jane's wages
It's
on
just-
the 25th of the
You'd be
month.
just using it as a memory jogger, really.
Do you send the receipts on there and things like that?
No.
No, you just put on there.
So the person who's going in to authorise it
Yeah,
will look at their emails and see a receipt.
yes.
Same with Jane's wages. You see Jane's wages. The two people who are authorising it, Kate and I have been doing it, and so has Phil. We're the only three that have been doing it for months. And between the three of us, we see Jane's pay slip. I set it up. Kate authorises it, or Kate sets it up. I authorise it, or you do, and that's the way it is done. We see receipts. We're not spending parish council money without anybody knowing it, or that they haven't been authorised. Nothing underhand is happening. That is the way forward at the moment. Yes,
Just
Sally.
an example is like we agreed about the gutters for the
Oh, don't
thing,
we're
didn't we?
still waiting.
That needs to be, you know, if somebody goes and buys them, they have to be paid back or whatever, or a receipt needs to be paid. Or
Well, no,
whatever
that's why
to
we're
pay.
trying to sort out a debit
Yeah.
card at the moment.
So it might be that somebody needs to be paid. So two of us
Yeah.
need to pay that person between.
Well,
parish-
Jane
if
can
it's been
set,
agreed
Jane can,
already at the
Jane
parish
can
council.
set up
Yeah.
or anything but her own wages, because that wouldn't be ethical. So Jane sets up everything else, and one of us comes in, like
And
you're going
authorise
to
it.
do tonight,
Yeah.
and authorise something that has already been.
But that's why it needs all of us to do it, because
Yes.
otherwise it's only us three authorising everything. If more people are going on it and can authorise it, it's spread out
Safer.
amongst us,
Well, we get a
and
case
there's more of
where,
a check.
where Kate and I happen to be on holiday, not together, on holiday at the
Could be
same
arranged.
time. It leaves just Phil, who can't authorise Jane's wages or input them and authorise them. That is why we needed more people to come on board with this, which has been hard going to get
And,
people to come
I
on.
mean, everything we do complies with financial regulations
Anyway,
anyway. It's all
yeah.
set out.
Yeah.
As I say, it's literally just as a memory jogger, isn't it?
It is.
You know,
And we need
because
that.
not everybody looks at their
Yes.
emails every day.
David. David.
And I don't. I'm
David especially for David. Big block capitals for him. Okay. Any more questions? No? Okay. Anyone? I'll propose that. Anyone want to second it? Thank you, Kate. All those in favour? One. You in favour, Trevor? Yeah?
Yeah, he's got-
1, 2, 3, yeah. Against? One against.
Okay. So,
Does that mean you don't want to be on the WhatsApp group?
Well, I'd rather not be, but if you're telling me that I need to be, we'll have to be. But the less people,
I mean,
all I'm telling you, there's people out there far more brains than a lot of us got put together, I tell you that.
George, I do know about these things.
You might do. But
I do, very much.
You've been retired very long.
It doesn't
What's
matter.
gone on the last 12 months out in Vietnam and Cambodia is just unbelievable.
So, George,
anyway.
George,
Could I?
please, careful what you're saying here, please.
Can everybody let me have their mobile phone numbers?
Yeah.
Then? Okay, and then I'll organise.
I'll do it with you.
Oh, you old grump. You're just playing hard to get now, aren't you?
Yes, dear.
Okay, 15, to consider evaluation on Thornhill Headmore. Over to you.
Right, I'd just like to ask a question of everybody in the room. Those of you that own your house, do you have an idea of the value of that house? If you do, could you put your hand up?
Oh, yeah.
Those who don't? Two people who don't know the value of their own property. Those people that own their own car, do you have an idea of what it's worth?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No idea at all?
Not until I get a price.
You've no idea how much your car's worth?
Roughly.
Right, okay. To fellow councillors, do you have any idea of what Thornmoor is worth? Any value at all?
I'd like to ask you, Madam Chairman person, I've had a parishioner asking me, she'd seen agenda item 15 to consider seeking valuation on the moor. Why are we seeking evaluation on the moor?
Here.
I don't know, because it was
Well,
him
let
last
me
time.
finish.
Let him finish, he'll tell you, I expect.
We shall get there.
Get cracking now.
Eh?
So nobody, what I'm trying to get across here at the moment is nobody has any idea
Yeah,
what this
just-
plot of land is worth.
Yes.
Following on from that, the total financial benefit that this parish council gained in the last financial year from that moor was 250 quid. Is that good value for money? I very much doubt it. I've got a condition report here from 2023 on the moor. Have all the councillors read this and seen it? I very much doubt it. So I wanted to start a conversation about the moor. There's been scrub clearance gone up there, pipes have been laid. Has anybody come and asked us if it's all right to do this? Who's paying for it? How much does it cost? Does anybody know?
Have you done it? Have you asked it? Have
No.
you put in? Have you found out?
This is what
Come
I'm
banging on
asking.
about us.
Well, surely if you're spending somebody's money, you should be asking.
How
if
do you?
it's
Yeah.
okay.
So I heard it was Southwest Water did stuff.
I've no idea. Is that what it is? I don't know. I'm a councillor, I'm responsible for this land. We own it. No idea. So I just want to open the conversation, and I think a good way of opening the conversation on this is what's it worth?
Have you asked your land agent about any of this?
Yes.
No,
We've got a land
You have
agent.
to suspend standing orders.
We've got a land
To
agent.
speak.
I can't let you speak, Mr. Young.
Well, you've got a land
Right, so
Mr.
you,
Hewitt, I know.
hang on, so you've just asked me, have I asked the land agent
Sorry,
how much
Can we
this grant
suspend
is worth?
standing orders then?
The clerk is telling me I have to suspend standing orders if I allow you to speak.
Well, that's not true.
Well, it is true.
I'm afraid it is.
Mr. Hewitt, please.
Yeah. I mean, the simple question is, and you've just said to me, did you go and ask the land agent how much it's worth? That's what I'm asking the council to do. Can we go and find out how much
comes out
this is
Thornhill
worth?
Head money.
And let's start the conversation.
We normally have the land agent come to a meeting and come and talk through all the works that have been done up there. Maybe that's the first step to invite them to come. So
Yeah.
we normally do have them
Yeah.
come to a
If you-
meeting.
Can I speak?
Yes, carry on.
I have sent them an email probably
2 or 3 times now.
a week or probably 2 weeks ago, asking them a number of questions and inviting them to our AGM, or I can't remember whether it was the AGM or the electors meeting I asked them to come to off the top of my head. I've yet to have a reply.
I will chase that up. When did you? I didn't know you had sent something. I will
But
chase
George,
that up.
it's not for you to chase up,
It
really.
is.
It's for the clerk to chase up, and they,
No,
they
I will
need.
chase that
I
up.
know, but it
whatever.
needs to be the clerk that they contact, not councillors, and it should be. But you're sending emails and never getting a reply, are you?
I will chase that up.
So my proposal is that we get a valuation on them all. And maybe not one, maybe not two, maybe three. Let's find out how much it's worth.
I think that's outrageous.
Hang on a minute.
Okay.
I went past the moor in October, the 10th of October in 2025 and saw that it's all been cleared at the top. And everything's all like, you know, it's this side and that side of the fence. It's all really cleaned right up, which has been asked to be cleaned, I take it, for years, I think. Hasn't it?
You think?
I
You don't know?
I don't know.
But in that, there's a lot of damaged fence posts all the way along there as well that needs sorting out. There's lots of things.
So what is going on with it? What's being done? Who knows? Nobody knows.
So
Start
on that
the
note,
start
as
conversation by getting
what
the
George
valuation.
just said, perhaps we should invite them again to come.
But they would know who they've asked to cut it.
Yeah,
Cut it out.
yeah. Or certain times a year allowed to go in there, certain times a year.
Which,
But what I was going to bring up, now you brought it up, what I was going to bring up, builders now have got to offset their pollution system, and they do it on two different systems. Bio-natural, BNG, I do apologise, I can't remember what the freaking hell the name is. Excuse my language.
Language, please. Language.
I said, I didn't swear. I
It-
said BNG and in another one, and we had Browns come and look at it, and there is a lot of money in the state of the moor at the moment with the natural regeneration and everything that's gone on. The parish council could, once they look into it, could be in for a lot of money coming from that sector. But I think we ought to chase up whoever's doing it and look into that, because I'm talking about thousands of pounds.
Didn't Robert Hayward come to a meeting?
Andrew.
Sorry, I always get him mixed up. Andrew Hayward come to a meeting last January and said that in May we were going to have the new grants. Is that right? They were going to be
Mid-tier, higher tier.
higher tier,
Yes.
and then we were going to. He said by May to August he was going to come back and tell us what grants and things we were going to be doing.
You're right, it was just when all the grants were changing and Andrew couldn't tell us what would happen. Literally that day they'd
Yes.
all changed and he was going to come back to us and let us know what was available. So I think the first step is to start, see if we can get them to come talk to us.
Because we've missed out basically nearly on 12 months worth of whatever grants that we could have possibly got.
No, we're still getting, it's in the higher tier level system, it's in it, and you get paid just now twice a year, I think. We're still in it, and once the government come out, they've stopped it 3 times, they change their minds. Once they decide what levels you're going to get, then it'll be put in. But because we let it roll on, we're allowed to roll it on, then we're getting paid. A lot of people haven't been getting paid, they've been stopped.
And just to clarify, because we did bring up about Hymns Peace, and then Hymns Peace was discussed, and he said, why don't you wait until May, and then we'll either decide what we were going to do with that. So
May last year.
May last year. So did we earn anything from Hymns Peace at all?
No. Why would we?
Well, I suppose nothing. They haven't done anything.
Nothing's been done with it.
Right.
In which you want to do anything with it.
Well, we've got land and we should be making an income out of it. Well, we should be for the parish.
Yeah, we're taking 8,500 a year from higher level scheme, and we got 40,000 in the bank for it.
Yeah, but we can't spend that.
Yes, we can. That is our money, and I've fought all the time.
Oh, George,
That is our money.
Do you know, I would happily agree with you if I thought it was great. I would happily, if that money could be spent, but Bob Hicks has sat here and said we cannot spend it. End
Unless
of.
it's on the moor. We'll
Only
chase
can
that
be
up.
on the moor.
We'll get a report from him.
Yeah.
Then if you want to change people to do it, that's up to the parish council then. I can hear that you want to get rid of the local one and change somebody else.
Where have you got that from?
Well, no insinuations from Mr. Ainsworth and everybody else here.
Oh, well, I'm
Not
just,
you.
no, I would like him just to come.
If you're going to get a valuation on your house,
Why do you want to spend, a valuation going to cost you 10, 15,000, why do you want to spend that?
It only costs 10, 15,000 pounds. You get an estate agent to come round your house and value it for nothing.
Only if
But
you're going to sell it.
So if you're going to get a valuation on something, you're going to shop around and get various valuations, aren't you? It's the same as anything else. If you're putting something out to tender, you're going to get several tenders. So it goes on. All I'm trying to do, and it's been quite successful really, isn't it? We've got a conversation going, rather than us all sitting here forgetting about it. So my proposal is that we go out and find out what this moor is worth, and then take it from there.
I think what hang on. I think what the others are proposing is that Hicks and Co. come here. I think you won't get your vote otherwise.
Okay, well, let's vote it. If it's voted down, fine. I've not got a problem. That is the proposition I put forward, to get a valuation.
Yes, Sal.
Can I just say that, but anything the more earns, the parish doesn't actually benefit.
They don't benefit.
That's what I just wanted to make clear, because it all goes back into the Thornhill Head pot.
Yeah.
Well, yes, we have a pot of money that we can't spend according to our land agent.
But if we hadn't done this right in the beginning,
We would have had, it would have been us parish council a lot.
a huge amount.
I think
of
I
money,
will
and at the
reiterate
time,
what Mr Hicks said was it's a millstone around the parish council's neck.
At the time when they took it on, Natural England were really trying to get an awful lot of money out of the parish council, and we had absolutely no choice. We were going to lose an asset and have to pay a lot of money for it.
a lot of choice.
No, there was no choice at the time.
Okay, do you want to propose?
Yes, I propose we get a valuation.
Sorry, before we do, so I think it's a good idea, but if we vote yes on it, we're voting to spend money on an evaluation. Do you know how much one would cost? About?
That's down to the clerk.
I've no
I
idea
mean,
how much it
I would
costs
think to
get
vote
a
on something
valuation on.
that's, we're spending money, we need to know how much money we're talking about.
I'm going to counteract your proposal, and I'm going to propose that we get Hicks and Co here, all right? And that with having them here, that we are asking them for a land valuation so that we know how much our asset is worth.
And a report on what's gone on.
And a report.
Yeah.
So you've got two proposals then, haven't you?
We have.
So is anybody seconding
Yeah.
Councillor Ainsworth?
Councillor Ainsworth,
No.
who's seconding Councillor Ainsworth? Sorry, sorry.
No, okay, that's it. That's
we
what
get
it's all
the final
about.
result.
Yeah.
And then
I'm proposing that we get Hicks and Co to the
Make a
next
report.
meeting, because it will be the maybe the electors meeting.
well,
no, that would get a bit
I
boring.
think it would be
No,
better.
hang on, sorry, no, we
AGM.
don't want to just kill everybody. Let's look at
AGM.
June,
June.
because
Okay.
we've got the May meeting.
Yes.
Yeah? All right, I'm proposing that. Does anyone want to second me?
Yeah.
Oh, blimey. I feel very popular. All those in favour, you can take your pick on George.
Okay.
I know, all right, all
Well,
right.
I've got both views, didn't I?
You, one against, one
One
against.
against.
Yeah, all right.
It'll be good to have that conversation anyway, won't it? To see
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
going
yeah,
on.
yeah. Okay, members' reports, Kath.
So, my first one was about Hill Park. Have you had anything? I've been down there again, and somebody's put some. I'm trying to think what it's called. Some like concrete stuff around all the bits. Like the what are they called? The manhole covers and all that on the pavements. They've put some like tar around. But they haven't, nobody's actually retarred it. You were going to send them an email.
Which developers is that?
At Pierce's. So the road, it goes the lower Hill Park. You can see, all of a sudden you go like over a bump and then it's all like bumpy.
I thought it
and
was
other
stated that they
pavements
were
need to be doing.
No, they haven't
They haven't
finished. No, they haven't
finished.
No.
But I was just asking because I've asked before whether or not they
Yeah.
were going to do that.
I wrote to them and they said they haven't finished.
So they haven't finished.
No.
So it will be done then at some point.
Well, yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
That's great. And then the other bit was Orley Close. That was with the signage,
Yeah.
which you said
Yeah.
about. And then I asked for something to go on the agenda, but it obviously hasn't. It was a tenant has asked for a new gate and a post to be put bought and put up, if that's possible. I sent it to
Yeah,
you.
you did. That's quite right. I think.
Depends on the agreement for the fee.
Yeah.
I think actually, yes.
I did speak to
Phil and I were aware of that.
And I did speak to her today, and she did say that quite a few years ago, the old councillors that were here said that she could have a new gate if they would like to put it up themselves. But her husband is quite, not very well now at the moment.
Yeah. So we saw that. We need to look at the lease.
We need to look at the lease.
Yeah.
No, I did mention
Oh,
about
yeah, on
that as
field.
well.
Yeah.
And she said about that. Right, okay, so that's so that is just to look at again, is it? So about regarding the gate?
Yeah, you've got the leases, haven't you? So you said.
Well, Jane, you were talking to Hicks about this.
Oh yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
But that was given. If you're on about what I think you're on about, that was given up. They gave up the other bit ages, a long time ago.
Yes, I appreciate that, but yes, because I wanted this on the agenda as well.
Right.
But Jane tells me that she was already in conversation with Hicks about it.
Because we looked around on the November 24 week. A load of us, didn't we? Walk around inspect all the fields, and we were discussing about getting there like two halves, wasn't it? Like a small gate either side to open up. But anyway, we'll discuss. That's going to be put on another time, is it?
Yes, I'll find out what the situation is with the lease.
Can you just stay in contact with Jane?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Right. That's
Do
it.
you want to say
No,
something?
it's only just because I thought we were looking at the leases, weren't we?
Well,
Last year,
yes.
so months ago, we asked the clerk to look at the leases, and I don't.
It
Yeah,
wasn't
well,
done.
I've been in touch with
Wasn't
them.
done.
I haven't had a reply.
Nobody was given notice. Yeah, and you don't know.
I did
Nobody
ask
was
that
given
as well.
notice on what?
On the leases.
I talked about it last month. We talked about it,
We
didn't
talked
we?
about this.
I've spoken to some of the tenants, and they've said that they've had it, and they think it must
How many?
be. I've spoken to, definitely with a couple that I've just spoken to.
So just one tenant.
That only one. I haven't spoken to the others, but
Yeah.
they've had one.
But the
and
other
they
tenants,
said-
none of the other tenants have been given notice.
Right. Well, I didn't know.
So it seems a bit strange that one was given notice
I would
and
have
not the
thought all
rest.
of them, but yeah, I don't
Should,
know.
should have been all of them.
It should have been all of them. Anything else?
No.
Dave? That caught you out, didn't it? I could see he was all geared up. Yes. Nearly me.
No.
Nothing? Trevor?
Right. Sat at home last month, listening to you on YouTube, feeling not good at all. I was pleased that a fellow councillor spoke up for Buckland Brewer Hall. Quite right. It is not the village hall. Such an important statement never got in the minutes, nor did the venue get changed on the adverts. I thank David for bringing it up, but ignoring David was a step so far. It is so frustrating to sit here and see our hall represented. So I'm no longer going to represent you as a trustee. So to take advantage of the cheaper rates we have, you'll have to find someone to take my place. My role included bi-monthly meetings, helping with fundraising, which included supplying a draw prize, and if you couldn't go, get someone else. That'll include fete functions where the church, chapel and hall work as one. Serving as a hall trustee can be challenging, but there's fun and lots of good times. You might think I'm nitpicking again or in my glinch, but there it is. I am feeling sad that I sit on the parish council that aren't listening. Also, not answering parishioners' letters, not being privy to all evidence being presented, doing things by email behind the scenes, and especially too much being done in part 2, which is my opinion is not necessary, and not being transparent. So enough is enough. George, I'm sorry I'm leaving you in such a mess, but I can't stand it any longer, and to all the parishioners that voted for me, my apologies. So Buckland Brewer Parish Council, you will be having my resignation after this meeting. Thanks.
Thank you, Trevor. George?
I'm sorry you feel like that, Trev, after 60 years service, you've done whatever. Anyway, I did have something to say, Chair. I can't remember what it was, so I do apologise now.
Do you want me to come back to you?
No.
You sure?
Well, you can, but I can't remember what it was.
Jim?
No, I can't top that.
No? Kate?
I haven't got a member's report, but just to say I'm sorry you feel you need to leave, Trevor, and thank you for all your hard work over hundreds of years that you've done it for all sorts of organisations in the village. So thank you very much.
Thank you and Brenda.
Thank you.
Sally?
I've got a few things. Thornall Head, fly tipping. There's some fly tipping that's happened before, and now the scrubs have been cleared, obviously. There's been more as well. There was a tyre at the gate to the mast last week, but that's gone today. I don't know where that's gone. But we just need to check that we can get some of this rubbish that's buried as well out, ready for them to collect. But I know we'll speak to the clerk about that.
Yeah.
Also, I put it out millions of times. The land on the left-hand side of the moor, that's the SSSI, is still being driven on. We really need to do something about stopping those vehicles going on that land.
I've seen cameras in there.
And
can we put that on the list then for Hicks and Co, maybe?
And you know, we need to sort out the right-hand side as well. And also, I'm just a bit worried about the ragwort. Whether one of us thought, I can go and have a look. There was a massive issue with ragwort last year, wasn't it? It's now going to be starting to grow again, and I need to check that out now early on. And a parishioner asked me as well if somebody was on there again on the moor, and they were saying, well, this is public land, we can do what we like on here, etc., etc. And I would just wonder if we could put on the agenda for next month about whether we could put something like this land is owned by Buckland Brewer Parish Council signs up for the moor.
Yeah. Could you send an email straight through to? I think it does need something like that.
It does, because people are just taking advantage, and also pick up your dog poo and all that, you know, all that sort of stuff. And obviously for Hicks about the left, because we have asked about putting something up on the parking.
Did you say can we have no driving, no car parking on there, those signs?
So the left-hand side, cars keep driving up over the ridge. The right-hand side, I think we need to put something just to restrict the parking, so they can still have some parking. Because people are driving across the moor in camper vans and all sorts. But the tractors, you've got to do something with a gate or something.
Can we get some advice from Hicks? Because I know we said about, I think you suggested
barrows,
that.
Like the wooden.
Yeah.
The other thing is, do we know what's happening with the money that was given to Devon County Council in regard to the passing places on Orley Hill?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
I can answer a little bit of that.
Okay, that's it. I'll shut up then.
Okay, it did go to Devon County Council.
He rang me up about it.
Yeah, I know. And it's sort of, so I have tasked you, haven't I, to go to Devon County Council and ask where this money, because it's quite a bit of money.
12,500.
Again, I don't think I've had a...
You've hit a brick wall, haven't you, on it?
Yeah.
If we can just follow that up again, Devon
Yeah.
County Council, nicking our money.
Good services of our county council.
It's 12,500 and they put a peg in my
That's
field.
right, yeah.
Yeah, peg in my
I
field.
take it want that a closed peg.
It's just,
peg in my field.
Currently with the tractors going up and down, which they need to do, is fine, but when you get somebody that struggles to reverse and you've got a lorry and a tractor and then you've all got to reverse back up Orley Hill, it's a bit of a nightmare and takes ages.
Yeah, I had escapade there.
You know, And there's a lot of lorries still going in and out.
Oh,
as
no,
well,
I agree,
so
I agree,
just-
yeah.
yeah.
Can we look at that? Because that is like George said, and it is a lot
Yeah.
of money.
This
and
was
it's
12 months
well, I
ago,
did,
really.
I did follow it
more,
up.
more than that, George.
You've got to become a nagger, haven't you?
Who? Oh,
Me.
Jane. Oh, yeah, just nagger.
No,
Just
if he's
nag,
got-
nag, nag.
If he's got a nag.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
a nagger.
Oh, you're a
Yeah.
nagger. Phil?
No,
Nothing. Just to say, the telephone kiosk library books, Anita Rea is looking after that and has put out a plea for people to stop putting books in there because it's just, people are using it as the dumping ground for all their books. And bless her heart, she has gone in there and sorted them out. She even came out, what came from us actually, where you scan the books and you sell them online. She made a tenner and gave it to the church. Brilliant. So whoever put those books in there, thank you very much. It's got tenner, has gone to the church. War Memorial, very disappointing. Anita Rea once again found all the plants had been chucked out of there the other day, and food from the church, what's it called? Donation box had been scattered everywhere. And that's sort of sad because, you know, people are doing their best, and I know those pots were, you know, put together by Mr. and Mrs. Godby. And then yesterday a pot has been broken and you've gone down and fixed it, haven't you? I'm not going to point fingers, it could be children, it could be adults, it could be people coming on holiday here, it could be anybody, but it is sad to see, but it has been fixed anyway, and we are aware. Finally, Trevor, I'm sorry to hear about this being your last meeting.
Here, here.
You have served the parish well in 60 years,
60
is it?
years.
And I'm sure everybody, one of us, will wish you well.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. Dave?
Something regarding throwing away. We have got a notice board out there.
Yeah, there is.
Are we using that?
No.
Where?
Are you talking about the one by the DFIP?
No.
No.
You're talking about the other one?
On the church.
Are you talking about the one in the lake?
Church, on the church, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not, well, I'm not putting up, well, if I'm supposed to be and I haven't, but somebody knows kindly putting up the agenda reports before I get there. It's brilliant. Fine, carry on. In this one. Am I supposed to?
Just can I just rewind? Somebody's putting up the minutes.
Minutes in the agenda.
I put the agenda up in that one.
Thank you.
That's me.
I didn't realise, I forgot
Yeah.
that, whatever.
I put it up on that 3-day.
Yeah, in the file, in the red file.
No, I don't put it in there.
Or, well, anyway,
I put
so
it
anyway,
in
never
the
mind.
notice board.
But I believe am I supposed to be going out to Thorndale Moor with the agenda and the minutes as well?
Well, yeah.
I have been lax of days ago.
What's going on?
I know. Shoot me.
It's just that throwing away is part of
It is. I quite agree.
And I feel that George has actually forgotten them.
Yes. Oh, you shoot me.
But we did send it out to somebody there, and they would put it up, doesn't it?
George, I jest with you. Could Mark put it up for us if we sent it out by email? I think that's how it used to be done, wasn't it?
Probably would.
Yeah, he would, wouldn't he?
If it doesn't
Thank you.
happen, I will. Yes.
Right. I think that is it from everybody. Time is 20:30. Thank you everybody for turning up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Meeting is now closed.
Thank you.